Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing just a flawless, affordable makeup look. So this is going to be for anybody who wants to do like a flawless and beautiful makeup look, but not spend a lot of money on it. So you can definitely do that. You can look beautiful without spending a lot of money on makeup. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to do that. So, before we get started, if you have not already done so, please subscribe to my channel so you can see all of my future uploads. So, let's get started. Alright, so I'm going to start by priming my face. So, I'm going to be using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, one of my favorite primers of all time. It is just so nice. It really does like fill in those pores and just make you look flawless. So I am going to be going in with that on my face today. And this I think is it $6 or $8? Somewhere between there, like $6 and $8. So definitely very affordable. So I love it. It's like been one of my favorites, one of my go-tos. I definitely have a little bit, I have kind of like bigger pores right in my T-zone area, so that's where I really like to focus it, but I do put it all over the face just to have my makeup really like grip on so it doesn't go anywhere. And I just love the way that it like feels on the face. It just makes it look like really blurring and beautiful, and I love that primer. So for foundation, I'm going to go in with the CoverGirl Outlast Extreme Wear 3-in-1 foundation. I have been loving this lately. This has like been one of my favorite drugstore foundations to use lately. It's like amazing. I have been loving it. So it has like a really beautiful coverage. It lasts actually a while throughout the day. So I have been loving that. And this is in the shade Classic Ivory. So I'm going to take a dampened beauty sponge and just go ahead in with it. I put it on the back of my hand just so I can like really see how much I'm using. I don't like to use too much because then, you know, you can always add, but you can't take it away. So, well, I mean, I guess you can, but it's definitely harder. So yeah, I've been loving this lately. The drugstore, like, honestly, like, has been really like stepping up with their foundations, their primers, like everything, mascaras. So I've always really gravitated more towards drugstore makeup anyways, but this has just been really nice. I really like it. I really like the finish on it as well. I think it's beautiful. Like, it has really nice coverage too. And this was just one pump. So I normally go in with two, but depending on the actual foundation itself. So I have been loving that. So that's one pump of the foundation, and I think it looks beautiful. So definitely this is one that you don't need a lot of just because it's such a full coverage foundation. So I am liking the way it looks right now. So for concealer, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is also one of my favorite drugstore concealers. I believe it's like $6 or somewhere around there. I mean, e.l.f. products are always affordable anyways. I definitely don't go in with a lot of concealer just because on me, it definitely creases a lot when I use a lot of concealer. So that's why I like to go in with like a smaller amount. So I'm just going to blend this together. And I like to use the concealer kind of like on the side here just to try to like get that like lifted look. And then I'm going to blend this all out. So it definitely does give that like hydrated feel. I love this concealer. It's like one of my favorites. So that is definitely something that you should try. So I'm just going to prime my lids. So I'm going to use the Alamar Cosmetics Pero Primero Primer. So this is an eyeshadow primer. I believe it's $15. So, I mean, you can definitely find more affordable ones, but I do like it. It is very tacky, which I like because it really helps the eyeshadow grip on to the lid. So I have really been liking this, and it's like honestly one of their best-selling products. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and do my brows. So I'm going to use the NYX Dip Shape and Go, and I have been really liking this too. So this side twists off, and then that's like the spoolie inside there. And then this side is the actual product, which you kind of can't really see just because it's dark and it's like the product is in there though. So I am going to go ahead and use this. I'm just going to dip a little bit. You just need a tiny bit because it is very pigmented. And then I just kind of like fluff them through. So it is very pigmented, so you definitely don't need a lot. So I just go in like very lightly. And I just make sure that like the sparse areas are covered on my brows. Okay, so I have been liking that because it does give like a nice elevated look, but it also looks very natural, so that I do really like. So for my eyes today, I'm going to go in with the Going Coconuts ColourPop palette. I love this palette. This is one of my favorite palettes, like if not my favorite. So it is beautiful. It's like those beautiful warm tone neutrals, like an everyday kind of wear, but you can also really glam it up. So this is like one of my go-to palettes. I love this palette. So I'm going to first go in with this shade right here. It's called Lovely Bunch. It's that like tan kind of brown color. So I'm going to use that like as a transition and put that right in my crease. And this is like honestly one of my favorites. This is definitely one of ColourPop's best sellers just because it does have those like more everyday kind of colors. So yeah, something that I definitely pick up more often than not, especially if I'm just doing like a more natural look. I will pick this up. And you could definitely like glam it up as well. So this is just such a beautiful like tan shade that I love to use as a transition. I believe this is, I think this palette is $9 or $12, like somewhere around there. It's always like, they always have really good sales on ColourPop, so you can probably find it on sale. But I think regularly it's not that expensive either. I think it's like no more than $12. So definitely worth the price for sure. And you get 9 shades, so, you know, pretty good. So now I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's like a deeper color. It's called Shell Yeah, I think. Yeah, Shell Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and go in on the crease again and just kind of deepen it up. But I'm really going to focus it like in the crease just to give it that like depth. And I just focus this like right in the crease. All right, so I'm going to deepen this up a little bit, and I'm going to go in with this darker shade right there. It's called Nutty, and I'm going to do that on my outer corner. So I'm going to take this brush right here, and I'm just going to put that in my outer corner because I want to just give it a little bit more depthness to it and just kind of like smoke it out a little bit. Just going to go in and blend it all out. So this is shimmer shade right there. It's like a darker one. It's called Da Coco, and I think that's really beautiful. So I'm going to put that on my lid. I think I'm going to focus it more towards like the outer. Ooh, that's really pretty. I love this. That's just like such a pretty shimmer. And now I think I'm going to go in with this this middle shimmer, and it's called Cocoa Crush. And I kind of want to put that towards like my inner and just kind of blend those two shimmers together just because I think it's such a pretty shade. So I'm going to see if I can like get in there. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, those look pretty next to each other. Oh yeah, those are pretty next to each other. I love that. You know what, as I'm doing my eyes, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, did I set under my eyes with my powder? Which I didn't. I didn't do. I don't know how I forgot that, so I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Fit Me powder, and I am going to just set under my eyes. I love using this powder. I think it's so nice. It like really blurs pores as well. So I just like to set like right in my T-zone and then under my eyes with this, the beautiful powder. I can't believe I forgot to do the powder. I'm like thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, did I do powder? And no, I did not. So I'm just going to do that really quickly, and then we can move on to the rest of the eyes. Alright, so now I'm going to buff out my lower lash line. First, I'm going to go in with that Shell Yeah shade again, and I'm going to buff that out on my lower lash line. So now I'm going to go in again with the dark Nutty shade, and I'm going to buff that out on my lower lash line as well. Just kind of give it that extra depth that I want. I'm going to connect it to my upper shadow. So now I'm going to use the ColourPop cream liner, and this is the shade Juniper, I believe. It's a brown. So I'm going to do, I'm going to go on my waterline with this, just because we have this bronzy brown look today. I'm going to use the e.l.f. H2O Proof Eyeliner Pen, and I'm going to do, and I'm going to use that as my liner. I'm just going to do like a thin line. And this is nice too. It's very pigmented. I love like a nice black liner. And then I'm going to tightline with the e.l.f. No Budge Retractable Liner. So I'm just going to just smoke this all out today. So now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Sky High Mascara. And I have been loving this lately. Okay, so for my bronzer today, I'm going to go in with the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder Palette. I love this. It has 4 shades in the palette, and I believe it's $10. So definitely like an awesome deal. I love it, and like the colors are beautiful and they blend really nicely together. So I do love this palette. So I'm going to go in with this shade right here, not the lightest, but the second to lightest, just because I am a little pale. And it's definitely very pigmented, so you don't need a lot. Definitely go in with a little bit. And I like to focus my bronzer more like up towards my temple, just so we can get that like elongated look on your face. And this is just such a beautiful bronzer. I love it. Gives a nice like sun-kissed look, like that bronze that we all want right now, but it is the middle of February, so I cannot wait to have like sun and summer. Oh, I cannot wait. It's like 50 degrees where I live right now and sunny, and I'm like, oh my gosh, it's summer. So for blush, I'm going to go in with the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek, and it's called Between the Sheets. I love this. This is so nice. It's a cream blush, and I normally don't like cream face products all that much, but I do really like this. It's really nice. I actually use my brush, and I kind of just like go in it like this, and then I use that and then just apply it like this. You can also apply it with your fingers and then buff it out after with a brush, but this brush is like very dense, so it actually picks up a lot of the pigment. So that's why I like to use it with this. This is such a beautiful, beautiful color. I love it. I love all of ColourPop's like Super Shock, and like the shadows and the highlights. Love it. So again, with my blush, I also like to keep it more up like towards my temple area, just so I can try to like create that elongated look. I do have like more of a rounder face, so I try to like sculpt that upwards so, you know, I look nice and snatched. So now for my highlight, I'm also going to use the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek, and this is Stole the Show. This is also beautiful. Like, this is like blinding and gorgeous. I love this highlight. So with this, I actually use my finger. Like, look how pretty that is. So I'll use my finger and then I go in afterwards with a brush and just blend it all out. So I like to go like right here. And it's so, so pretty. Bring it down my nose a little bit. I'm just going to get my highlight brush and just kind of like blend it out a little. And it's such a pretty highlight. I love it. I'm actually going to take that highlight and go in my inner corner as well, like in my eye, because I don't think I did that. Just to give it like a nice pop. So yeah, I think that looks beautiful. Like, really gives the eye a pop. So for lips today, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink Lip. I love these. These are so nice. They stay on like all day. They're super matte. And the doe foot is actually really nice. It's really easy to apply it. So, and this is in the shade, which one is this? Self Starter. So now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. I love these. These are like one of my favorite lip glosses ever. They're so awesome. This is in the shade Reef, and it's just so nice. Like, they feel so beautiful on the lips. I love them. So we are just all glossy today. So it gives the lips like that plumpiness and that glossiness, which I love. So now I'm going to set the face with the Catrice Illuminating Prime and Fine Dewy Glow Fixing Spray. I have been loving this. Like, I love this. When I started using it, like, it's so nice. The spritzer is really nice too. It's almost like a misty. So, and it leaves a beautiful glow on the skin, which I love. So it does say to shake before use. So I'm going to shake it up and I'm just going to set my face. And it smells really nice too. I love the smell. Alright guys, so that is it. That is my full makeup tutorial doing a affordable and flawless makeup look. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think. Write something below in the comments just to let me know what you thought of the look. And again, if you have not already subscribed, please subscribe to my channel so you can see all of my future uploads and have fun with me next time. And I will see you all very, very soon in my next video. Thanks so much. Bye.